Guys, Paul here from PABrewNews. Got another beer from the New Trail Brewing Company from Williamsport, Pennsylvania. This is Snow Angel Hazy Double IPA, of course. 8.5 alcohol by volume. Boom, right into that Imperial area. Okay, Strata, interesting. Kashmir, interesting. Simcoe, provocative. All right, the malts are oats, wheats, and malts. Malts, thanks. Cool. Got the your colo glass. We pour it in. There it is. Listen to some Storm Nordavind. There it is. Woo. Okay. Beautiful haze. Not unclear for years, but definitely a nice haze on this one. Nice orange tonality. All right, aroma time. Okay. There's piffy grapefruit, but underneath that, there's something that reminds me of a little bit of an over-ripened pineapple. A little bit of a resinous quality, too. Nice earthy pepperiness wafting through this thing. Soft brightness is actually coming through that, too, as well. Yeah, but there's grapefruit. There's a rind of something that reminds me of either just a little bit of like a clementine or something like that. Just a little bit of a citrus tonality. Other than that grapefruit, it's not like a blood orange or anything like that. It's more just like a nectarine, clementine kind of thing. But there's a nice little whiff of over-ripened pineapple mixed in there. But there's a nice little bit of herbaceous kind of resinous quality too. So let's get into it. Cheers. Boy, there's something else in there too. In there. Very smooth beer, 8.5, easy drinking. It's not bright and bombastic, though, I will tell you that. It's pretty nuanced. Things are there, but they're not at the front of the palate. They're not, hey, I'm right here. It's you get kind of through it and you go, oh, there's some stuff going on. So this is a little bit of more on the lackluster side. It's not very bombastic, unfortunately. I do like my double IPAs kind of shouting at me a little bit, and a little bit more sweeter than this. This is pretty dry. Earthy pepperiness, no problem. A little bit of like a floral resinous kind of vibe, an herbal herbaceousness, but a little bit of it wafting through the palate, just all the way through, mixing with that earthy pepperiness. So there's earthy pepperiness and a little bit of herbaceousness pretty much through the whole palate. Dries you out too a little bit, so it kind of emphasizes the fact that it's a little bit on the drier side. The taste is where it's get the fruit compounds. There's grapefruit in the nose, not so much in the taste though. Like it's kind of dead on the front end as far as the citrus qualities go. And then you pick up a little bit of something that reminds me of like a nectarine or something like that. A subtle bit of that, but then also maybe even a little bit of a rind of a cantaloupe in there, and it just kind of dull, like a dull muted tonality of those mixed together kind of rides the whole thing. It's a little interesting. Not the best DIP I've had from them. Interesting. I'm sure some people would really like it. It's 8.5 and completely crushable. This is obviously room temp. Like I drink all my beers because we're reviewing them. We're going to put them in a compromised position when we review them. Drinking everything ice cold is not drinking anything, as far as reviewing goes. I've said that a million times on my channel. Ice cold, all these flavors that are nuanced are going to get even more nuanced, if you know what I mean. So you're going to get a pretty dull drinking experience, but 8.5 all day long. Drink, drink, drink. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Well, not all day. You'll fall over at some point in time. The aroma is a little bit better than the taste. It's not a horrible beer. I would say it misses the mark a little bit as far as flavor compounds and just that, but it is very drinkable. It's very approachable. It's not abrasive at all. Nothing about it is abrasive, which is nice. I'm going to give it into I'll throw it into a solid category. 7.5 for Snow Angel. Hazy Double IPA. This has been Paul from PABrewNews. Cheers. There was something else in that sip that I got some can't be mint, so I'll just ignore that. So, oh, it actually does say stuff over here. It says big tropicals, rich dankness, earthy backbone. Okay, big, rich, those, we'll just ignore those terms. The tropical is weird and subtle. The dankness is subtle, but there. And the earthy backbone, the earthiness is there. It's probably the start of the show if you compare it to all the other things. And the malt base is kind of a soft breadiness that really doesn't come to any fruition. So you can be like, oh, that's toasted bread, or that's this. It's just a muted breadiness. But it's not the worst beer I've ever had, for sure. So I'll still give it a solid category. It's been Paul from PABrewNews. Giving me the burps. Cheers. Bye-bye. Watch that finger. Here it comes. Wow.